Now I can get slower than 30 as long as I keep that rate of descent below 300. It's at 200. So here we go. Angle still looking good, 200 feet per minute. We're gonna get right back to that video and show you the full video of the steep approach. The big thing on these steep approaches is keeping 30 on your airspeed until your rate of descent is below 300 feet per minute. That's gonna keep you safe, not a Sailing with Power or Vortex ring stake. We're gonna go back to that video, but we've been pimping these all week. Maneuver guide, free PDF down below. Free PDF of top 10 check ride tips, PDF down below. Free PDF helicopter check ride down below. You can get a free PDF of chapter 1 of this down below, and you can also get the whole entire book, Private Pilot Study Guide. People are digging it. It's keeps growing with popularity. All right, we'll go back to the video. Okay, this time around we're gonna show you a steep approach. So right now I'm gonna beam my numbers 9, so I'm gonna start a small descent. A little bit of down collective, a little bit of right pedal, a little bit of aft cyclic, start slowing down. And with every maneuver, we want a good setup. I want to be around 1150, that's 300 AGL when I intercept my steep approach angle. I'm going to use the collective to control the angle, cyclic to control the speed, and we want to keep 30 on our airspeed until our rate of descent is below 300 feet per minute. On these steep approaches, it's easier to get yourself into Sailing with Power if you're not being careful, if you don't have much wind. If you get too aggressive, you could get into Sailing with Power. So we're gonna keep this get this descent going, start slowing it down, make a radio call. Warsaw traffic, helicopter 1 Mike Bravo, right base turning final. Runway 9, Warsaw. So again, we repeat it over and over. Key to a good approach is a nice setup. I want to be 300 AGL, which will be about 1150. I want to be 60 on my speed. I want to be in trim. And then I want to intercept that approach angle. The angle for steep is 15 degrees. So we've done a normal, we've done a shallow, now we're doing a steep. Gonna line up. There's 1200. I'm gonna keep that just now since we're gonna be going over some trees, give us a little extra buffer here. And now we're lined up with the runway. So now I'm just waiting to intercept what I believe is a 15 degrees. So right now I can see red over red, so we know that's too low. We're going to see red over white soon. We'll know that's a 3-degree airplane approach. And we're going to want to keep going. There's red over white, so there's 3 degrees. Shortly thereafter, you're going to be 5 degrees. We'll keep going. We're probably 10 degrees. There's probably normal. And we're going to go a little bit farther. And for me, it's where the strings are at on the windscreen. So I'm going to start going down collective, right pedal, aft cyclic. In the beginning, everybody has a tendency to stare too much inside. So the sooner you can learn to be looking outside and then just looking back at your gauges to verify what you think's going on, the better off you will be. You need to learn how to do this by feel. So a good steep approach angle, 50 on the airspeed, I'm 500 feet per minute, which is fine up here because I still have plenty of airspeed. But I want that rate of descent below 300 before I let the airspeed drop below 30. I have my angle still looks good. So now's where I want to start slowing it a little bit. I want to get rid of that rate of descent. So I'm going to keep working that collective in. There we are, 300 feet per minute, 200 feet per minute. There we go. Now we want to keep that there. Still got 35, so we're in no danger of Sailing with Power. Now I can get slower than 30 as long as I keep that rate of descent below 300. It's at 200. So here we go. Angle still looking good, 200 feet per minute. Now the airspeed can drop off, doesn't matter. We don't care. Still 200 feet per minute. Nice angle, coming in nice and slow, keeping the helicopter level. By doing it nice and slow, there's no big pulls at the end, no big collective pull, no big pedal inputs. Continuing our 15-degree angle, right down to the numbers. And that is a standard steep approach, right down to the numbers.
Live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com.
You get one of these when you pass your check ride with Helicopter Line Ground School. If you're new to us, these are our private pilots rolling through every 2 seconds. These are people that over the past 12 years have passed their check ride, sent us in a picture, usually a couple sentences at least or more of how we helped them get through the rating. Many of them say couldn't have done it without you.
A lot of them just use us as a supplement with their ground they're doing at their flight school. Instrument pilots, they're rolling through every 2 seconds. These used to be all over the wall in pictures and we ran out of space. So we went digital with it. Over here's our commercial members rolling through every 2 seconds. And over here is our certified flight instructors running through as well. And we also have our final approach course. So customers up here, I believe on this screen, there's 8 of them. Another one come next week. That's finalapproachcourse.com. I'll put that down below too. We help you finish up your rating when you're out somewhere else in the country and you can't seem to get a rating finished for whatever reason. There's lots of reasons. People have come this year from Maine, they've come from Florida, New Mexico, they've come from Arizona, Texas, and Oregon as of now. And we have another one coming from Oregon. So finalapproachcourse.com, we'll put that down below, along with the free PDF, the maneuver guide, that's down below. Free PDF, top 10 check rides, and the paperback. We'll put a link for that. We ship that right now for only like $9.77. Same thing, free PDF for helicopter check ride, that's down below. Or we'll send it to you for $9.77. And there's a free chapter 1 PDF for this. We haven't mentioned that in the last 4 videos. You can sample this with a free PDF down below. The Private Pilot Study Guide gives you a chance to go in and take a look at what chapter 1 looks like. This has certificates and documents, airworthiness requirements, weather information, cross-country, airspace, performance and limitations, operation systems, aeromedical factors, general aerodynamics. Let's do a sample. Describe the fully articulated rotor system. Describe angle of attack. Describe pitch angle. Describe relative wind. Describe blade coning. These are the types of things you're going to have to answer on a private pilot check ride. This book gives you all the answers. Each chapter is duplicated. First half of the chapter, you can test yourself and there's space to write the questions in. And then it's duplicated with the correct answer. So you can go in, write your own answer, go to the second half, see how you did. Because we learn through repetition. We learn from reading, we learn from writing, and going over and over and over. That's how you do it. So down below, all kinds of links for all kinds of stuff. And 12 years online, we have full-fledged online courses, private instrument commercial CFI, helps you with all the ratings. We have quizzes with the lessons, FAA written test practice at the end. We have a mobile app and more, all below at helicopterground.com. Peace.
When you feel the pressure to fly, but know the right decision is to stay on the ground, hit the hogs no-go and live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com